You talk about this crush that you've had on Jennifer Aniston, like that you had met her prior to the series, had asked her out.
Our other top story this morning, Hollywood mourning the loss of one of its friends, actor Matthew Perry, who suddenly died yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. What we do know about Matthew's day is that prior to his death, he had played 2 hours of pickleball.
Nobody had ever dealt with that. And, you know, the idea of even losing him.
What the hell? This is not supposed to be emotional. God dang it.
The 911 call was in regards to a cardiac arrest, and when first responders arrived, they found that he had drowned in his jacuzzi.
The results of Matthew Perry's initial post-mortem report are inconclusive, as tributes continue to pour in for the Friends actor, who died suddenly at his Los Angeles home on Saturday, 28 October. The American-Canadian star, best known for his portrayal of sarcastic Joker Chandler Bing in Friends, died in an apparent drowning in his hot tub. A 911 call captured a small portion of the police response. In the wake of his death, heartbroken fans and Perry's Hollywood colleagues alike have come together to honor his life and legacy, praising his comic genius, kindness, and resilience in the face of great personal upheaval. As of Monday, 30 October, the actor's cause of death remains unclear amid inconclusive post-mortem results, with further investigations underway. After Perry's death, his family released a statement to People, saying, "Matthew brought so much joy to the world, both as an actor and a friend. You all meant so much to him, and we appreciate the tremendous outpouring of love." The 5 other core Friends stars, Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, and David Schwimmer, shared a joint statement on Monday, saying they were utterly devastated. How Matthew Perry made his own friends in the writer's room. In the wake of Matthew Perry's tragic death, fans and collaborators of the 54-year-old actor have reflected on the star's comic talents beyond the stage. Despite Friends producers having kept an open-door policy to the writer's room, only Perry regularly contributed to scripts, often happily pitching up to 10 jokes an episode while his co-stars unwound backstage. Friends fans visit Show's NYC apartment to pay their respects. My New York-based colleague Inga Parkle has been in the West Village this afternoon speaking to people who gathered outside the building used to portray the famous Friends apartment. Crowds of people have flocked to the corner of Grove Street and Bedford Street to pay their respects to Matthew Perry, she writes. At the bottom of the intersection's stop sign, outside the well-known apartment building exterior, used as an establishing shot throughout the show's 10 seasons, lay a beautiful collection of bouquets and several handwritten notes. Thidikamal Kayokio, a 23-year-old Thai national who lives in Chicago, told her friends, "Kind of saved my life. I'm here far away from my family and friends in Thailand, so sometimes it's really lonely," they said. Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, and David Schwimmer shared joint statement. In a statement sent to People on Monday, 30 October, the Friends stars wrote, "We are all so utterly devastated by the loss of Matthew. We were more than just cast mates. We are a family. There is so much to say, but right now we're going to take a moment to grieve and process this unfathomable loss. In time we will say more as and when we are able. For now, our thoughts and our love are with Maddie's family, his friends, and everyone who loved him around the world." Max adds tribute card for Perry at the start of each season of Friends. HBO's streaming service, Max, has added a tribute card that appears at the start of every season of Friends on its platform. In memory of Matthew Perry 1969 to 2023, reads the card, which flashes on screen for approximately 5 seconds before the famous Friends opening sequence. All 10 seasons of Friends are currently available to stream on Max in the US. UK viewers can watch all 10 seasons on Netflix. Perry's family statement in full. "We are heartbroken by the tragic loss of our beloved son and brother," Perry's family wrote in a statement. "Matthew brought so much joy to the world, both as an actor and a friend." They added, "You all meant so much to him, and we appreciate the tremendous outpouring of love." Perry was raised by his father, John Bennett Perry, mother, Suzanne Morrison, and stepfather, Dateline journalist Keith Morrison. He has 5 siblings. Salma Hayek shares beautiful tribute to Fool's Rush in co-star Perry. Salma Hayek has shared a touching tribute to Perry, with whom she co-starred in the 1997 rom-com Fool's Rush in. She shared a throwback photo of the two of them on Instagram alongside the caption, "2 days ago, I woke up to the shocking news that Matthew Perry is no longer with us. It's taken me a couple of days to process this profound sadness. There is a special bond that happens when you share dreams with someone, and together you work towards them. I was very moved last year when Matthew shared on his Instagram stories how much he loved Fool's Rush In, and how he thought that film we did together was probably his best movie. Throughout the years, he and I found ourselves reminiscing about that meaningful time in our lives with a deep sense of nostalgia and gratitude. My friend, you are gone much too soon, but I will continue to cherish your silliness, your perseverance, and your lovely heart. Farewell, sweet Matthew, we will never forget you." Right-wing figures try to blame Matthew Perry's death on COVID vaccine. Candace Taylor, a former Republican candidate for governor of Georgia and current GOP chair of Georgia's 1st Congressional District, wrote in response to news of Perry's death, "What? Was he vaccinated?" Anti-vaxxers also allegedly edited Mr. Perry's Wikipedia page to say, "It is unclear whether the drowning was due to complications from the COVID-19 vaccine. The unfounded claim has since been deleted," the Rolling Stone reported. Anti-vax accounts on X have previously falsely linked celebrity deaths to the COVID-19 vaccine. In January, conspiracy theorists attempted to link the death of Elvis Presley's daughter, Lisa Marie Presley, to vaccines after she was found in cardiac arrest at her home, but X users were quick to condemn the comment. Vaccines have been linked to heart problems such as myocarditis, which can cause cardiac arrest, but it is extremely rare. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, has estimated that between the ages of 18 and 29, it affects no more than 11.6 vaccinated young men per 100,000, that is around 0.01%. My favorite Chandler Bing scene shows Matthew Perry at his funniest. In the wake of Perry's death, fans have shared how much he made them laugh. "Watching an artist perfectly slide into a performance brings such meaningful joy," writes Clemens Michelin. My favorite Chandler Bing scene shows Matthew Perry at his funniest. In the wake of Perry's death, fans have shared how much he made them laugh. "Watching an artist perfectly slide into a performance brings such meaningful joy," writes Clemens Michelin. Matthew Perry once said Jennifer Aniston reached out the most. Matthew Perry once recalled that Jennifer Aniston kept in close contact with him throughout the ups and downs of his journey towards sobriety. "She was the one that reached out the most. You know, I'm really grateful to her for that," Perry told ABC News' Diane Sawyer in an October 2022 interview. He further revealed that Aniston was the first castmate to confront him about his alcoholism while filming the series, which ran from 1994 to 2004. Fergie remembers brilliant Matthew Perry with throwback picture of Friends cameo. Sarah Ferguson has praised the brilliant Matthew Perry in a tribute to the actor. On Sunday, the Duchess of York posted photos of herself with the cast members of the hit 90s sitcom in which she had a cameo. "It is a tragedy to lose you so early in life. Rest in peace, dear Matthew. You have given so much joy and laughter to so many," Ferguson said. Sarah Ferguson remembers brilliant Matthew Perry with picture of Friends cameo. Sarah Ferguson has praised the brilliant Matthew Perry in a tribute to the actor, who died at the age of 54 on Saturday, 28 October. On Sunday, the Duchess of York posted photos of herself with the cast members of the hit 90s sitcom in which she had a cameo. In 1998, Ferguson appeared in the season 4 episode, the one with Ross's wedding, which was set in London. "It is a tragedy to lose you so early in life. Rest in peace, dear Matthew. You have given so much joy and laughter to so many," Ferguson said. Matthew Perry was rejected by Jennifer Aniston years before Friends. In his poignant memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, Perry recounted the time he was rejected by Aniston. The pair met through mutual acquaintances 3 years before they starred together on the hit sitcom from 1994 to 2004. "I was immediately taken by her, how could I not be? And liked her, and I got the sense she was intrigued too. Maybe it was going to be something," he wrote in his book. At the time, Perry had just found out he got a part in a sitcom and called Aniston, telling her, "You're the first person I wanted to tell this to." "Bad idea," he wrote. "I could feel ice forming through the phone." Looking back, it was clear that this made her think I liked her too much or in the wrong kind of way, and I only compounded the error by then asking her out. Matthew Perry was rejected by Jennifer Aniston years before filming Friends. She said that she'd love to be friends with me, and I blurted out, "We can't be friends." Actor recalled. Matthew Perry 911 call audio released as cause of death probed. A 911 call made from Matthew Perry's Los Angeles home on the night he died references drowning, just before first responders arrived to find the actor unresponsive in a jacuzzi. Perry, the actor best known for his role of Chandler Bing on Friends, was found dead in his jacuzzi in his Pacific Palisades neighborhood on Saturday. He was 54. In the dispatch audio obtained by TMZ, a man can be heard saying, "Agent 23, Rescue 23, ENS 9 on the radio," in response to the drowning. Other bits of the 16-minute clip were bleeped out. Yellow caution tape was put up around the home, but law enforcement sources told TMZ no drugs were found at the scene and no foul play is suspected. Gwyneth Paltrow recalls magical summer, with Perry in touching tribute. Goop founder Gwyneth Paltrow has shared a touching tribute to Matthew Perry on social media, recalling the magical summer they spent together 20 years ago. Paltrow said she met Perry in 1993, when the pair were doing plays at the Williamstown Theatre Festival in Massachusetts. Alongst a photograph of Perry, she wrote, "He was so funny and so sweet and so much fun to be with. We drove out to swim in creeks, had beers in the local college bar, kissed in a field of long grass. It was a magical summer," she continued. "We stayed friends for a while until we drifted apart, but I was always happy to see him when I did. I am super sad today, as so many of us are. I hope Matthew is at peace at long last. I really do." Perry and Paltrow dated briefly in the 90s, with the Friends star reflecting on their brief romance in the summer of 1993, before the hit sitcom catapulted him to stardom. David Baddiel praises Perry's distinctive comic delivery in tribute. Paying tribute to the Friends star, English comedian David Baddiel said, "It's quite rare in a sitcom to see someone who's got a very distinctive comic delivery. All those actors were brilliant at landing jokes, but Matthew Perry had a way of spinning lines so that he would land with different emphasis. That's a very clever way of playing with language that I normally associate with great stand-ups." David Baddiel praises Perry's distinctive comic delivery in tribute. Paying tribute to the Friends star, English comedian David Baddiel said, "It's quite rare in a sitcom to see someone who's got a very distinctive comic delivery. All those actors were brilliant at landing jokes, but Matthew Perry had a way of spinning lines so that he would land with different emphasis. That's a very clever way of playing with language that I normally associate with great stand-ups." Charlie Puth pays tribute to Matthew Perry as he performs Friends theme on stage. Singer Charlie Puth joined the chorus of tributes to Perry while performing in Australia over the weekend. The We Don't Talk Anymore singer was preparing to perform at the 7,500 capacity Margaret Court Arena in Melbourne on Sunday, 29 October, when the news of Perry's death broke. In response, longtime Friends fan Puth took to the stage and played "I'll Be There For You," the instantly recognizable Friends theme composed by US rock duo The Rembrandts. Kathleen Turner, very sad for Matthew. He had a good heart. Kathleen Turner says in a new interview that she is very sad for Matthew after learning of the Friends actor's passing at his home on Saturday. She remembered her TV son. Turner played Chandler Bing's parent on Friends and said, "He came to see one of my Broadway shows and he came backstage. When he saw me, he yelled out, 'Hey Dad,' and everyone thought it was pretty cool. I think it was for Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf." Turner saw Perry at least 10 years ago at some event. "I liked him. He had a good sense of humor and a good heart. He liked other people, which to me is terribly important, especially for an actor. It's extremely sad when you think about how young he was, and a pity he couldn't get more control." Matthew Perry begged Friends producers to get rid of this essential Chandler Bing character trait. Matthew Perry revealed last year that he begged Friends producers to get rid of a signature Chandler characteristic. Reflecting on his time starring in the series, which ran from 1994 to 2004, Perry said he was annoyed with his character's signature intonation and wanted to change Chandler's voice. In an excerpt published by Variety in 2022, he wrote that he had to beg the producers to stop writing his lines this way. Riffing on his character's catchphrase, Perry wrote, "That particular cadence, could it be more annoying, had been so played out that if I had to put the emphasis in the wrong place one more time, I thought I'd explode, so I just went back to saying lines normally, for the most part in season 6 and then beyond." Matthew Perry's iconic final line of Friends resurfaces as actor dies aged 54. Matthew Perry had the last laugh at his request in Friends' final episode. The legendary clip of Chandler Bing's final line has resurfaced following multiple U.S. media reports of the actor's death at the age of 54 on Saturday, 28 October. The American-Canadian star, best known for his portrayal of sarcastic Joker Chandler Bing in Friends, died in an apparent drowning in his hot tub. A 911 call captured a small portion of the police response. In the wake of his death, heartbroken fans and Perry's Hollywood colleagues alike have come together to honor his life and legacy, praising his comic genius, kindness, and resilience in the face of great personal upheaval. As of Monday, 30 October, the actor's cause of death remains unclear amid inconclusive post-mortem results, with further investigations underway. After Perry's death, his family released a statement to People, saying, "Matthew brought so much joy to the world, both as an actor and a friend. You all meant so much to him, and we appreciate the tremendous outpouring of love." The 5 other core Friends stars, Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, and David Schwimmer, shared a joint statement on Monday, saying they were utterly devastated. Recommended. Matthew Perry's family and Friends co-stars pay tribute to funniest man ever. How Matthew Perry confronted his drug addiction and spent his life urging others to seek help. Matthew Perry 911 call audio released as cause of death probed. Matthew Perry, the comic genius who wore his big, bruised heart on his sleeve. Friends lead stars share joint statement on Matthew Perry's death. "We are all so utterly devastated. KUIPOINTS. Matthew Perry 911 call audio released as cause of death probed. Remembering Matthew Perry's iconic final line in Friends, Maggie Wheeler, who played Janice in Friends, mourns Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry opened up about his struggles while filming Friends. Matthew Perry, the comic genius who wore his big, bruised heart on his sleeve. One day ago. The Independent's tribute to Matthew Perry. When Matthew Perry was a teenager in Ottawa, Canada, he developed a dryly sarcastic manner of talking that was a big hit with his friends. At high school, he had discovered that he could use humor to get people's attention, and attention and validation were what he craved. Muttering behind the back of a particularly belligerent teacher, he would say, "Could he be any meaner?" to hoots of laughter. 10 years later, reading the early scripts for Friends, a series about a group of 20-something New Yorkers who lived in and out of each other's apartments, Perry found a kindred spirit in the character of Chandler Bing, who used humor to send up his own insecurities and whose sarcastic one-liners, "Could she be more out of my league?" would become his trademark. Read this wonderful tribute to Matthew Perry by Fiona Sturges. Matthew Perry, the comic genius who wore his big, bruised heart on his sleeve. The Friends stars' performances were a masterclass in comic timing, and in his life outside of Chandler Bing, he was disarmingly honest about his frailties and his struggles with addiction. Fiona Sturges pays tribute. Roisin O'Connor, 29 October 2023 16:15, one day ago. Matthew Perry's iconic final line of Friends resurfaces as actor dies aged 54. Matthew Perry had the last laugh at his request in Friends' final episode. The legendary clip of Chandler Bing's final line has resurfaced following multiple U.S. media reports of the actor's death at the age of 54 on Saturday, 28 October. In the hit sitcom's last episode in 2004, The Last One, Part 2, the show ended with Chandler's sarcastic joke. Perry wrote in his memoir that he got to say the final line because he asked the show's co-creator and executive producer Marta Kaufman if he could do so. Fans on social media praised the last line as iconic in tributes to the star. Matthew Perry had the last laugh at his request in Friends' final episode. The legendary clip of Chandler Bing's final line has resurfaced following multiple U.S. media reports of the actor's death at the age of 54 on Saturday, 28 October, in the hit sitcom's last episode in 2004. The last one, Part 2, the show ended with Chandler's sarcastic joke. Perry wrote in his memoir that he got to say the final line because he asked the show's co-creator and executive producer Marta Kaufman if he could do so. Fans on social media praised the last line as iconic in tributes to the star. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. Goodbye.